Tonight we look at the mysterious disappearance of one of Pleasant View's most beloved Sims, Bella Goth. Friends and neighbors have stories and ideas. Rumors run deep, but the truth and Bella have yet to surface.
The last time I saw Bella was about 8 a.m. that morning. I got home late that evening. I noticed Bella's car was gone, so I went in and immediately asked Cassandra where her mom went. She didn't know. I started calling friends and neighbors, but nobody knew where she was. I finally called the police. Officer Mitch Hayes showed up and told me, "Don't worry, we're gonna find her." So I waited. That was 7 years ago. Nobody knows what happened.
An anonymous tipster provided authorities with this photo. It's believed that the last person to see Bella alive was none other than the town's most notorious Casanova, Don Lothario. The picture hit the papers, and it wasn't long before an angry mob of citizens showed up at his home demanding answers.
The cops already asked me about Bella, and I'm telling you what I told them. She came by, hung around a while, and left at 9 p.m. I don't know, maybe she got abducted by aliens. I mean, is that so hard to believe?
Yeah, sure, she got abducted by aliens. There's not a shred of evidence to support that, but we do have a photo of Dawn with Bella the same night she disappeared. You do the math.
We may never know what really happened to Bella Goth, but Mortimer is convinced that someday she'll return. Until that day, he continues to wait. Until next time on Missing Sims, this is Mel Peanut. Good night.
My name is Virginia MacArthur. I'm one of the producers for the Sims 2 franchise. I actually focus on the handheld products, so the PSP, the Nintendo DS, the GBA, and mobile. Now, Strangetown was one of the neighborhoods in Sims 2. If you remember, there was 3 very distinctive neighborhoods that you could choose which one you wanted to move into, and one of them was Strangetown. So for the handhelds this year, we wanted to focus in on one of those neighborhoods. So we've taken Strangetown and taken the characters and the other Sims that were in Strangetown, and we've brought them into a new world for the PSP. So it's redefined for the PSP with the Strangetown characters and the Strangetown neighborhood, but we've expanded upon the theme. So for example, if you remember Bella was kind of missing, well in Strangetown, one of the first secrets you're going to discover, and I'll tell you this one secret, she was abducted by aliens. And so that's one of the first secrets that you'll uncover as you're playing the game. You've got
Part 2 of our game design podcast with Hunter and Charles. We had so much fun on the first podcast, we decided to answer more of your questions. So let's get started. My fire elf has a question.
My fire elf.
Yeah, my
London, good job.
It's time.
What's hard for you?
I think one of the biggest design challenges for me is to take complex, detailed, real-life systems and phenomenon and to abstract them down to something that still feels rich in the game and yet is easy to play and easy to understand. And I feel like there are designers we have here who do that much better than I do. And so for me, a big design challenge has been to think small, to think clearly, and to still get it to feel big. I think in the base game, arriving at wants and fears.
That was not an easy road.
That was not an easy road. That was an enormously challenging thing. And
how do you model human desire in a game?
Yeah, and our design lead Matt Brown had a tremendous facility for sort of thinking about iconic, simple things that people can do that represent much more complex stuff. But it took hours and hours and hours and hours of wrangling and talking and meetings, and very, very painful to try to essentially take a game, make the same game over again, and yet make it bigger and more rich and give something new to it. That feature was the biggest design challenge to date.
All right, guys. Iceman Haran 101 asks, I just have to ask, why Bella? Why not Brandy Brooke or her child? What's so special about Bella? But of course, I'd be asking, why Brandy Brooke? Why not Bella if you made Brandy disappear?
Yeah, well, Bella is such a cult figure among the Sims 1 community. We just felt that she has sort of a romantic air about her, and we just wanted to
make way for new heroes,
and yet preserve her for those who really love her. You know, it's sort of a David Lynch-like storyline without the dancing, deformed people.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Who's a Rylan?
Je le convenzila!
Wow!
Seguridad!
Booby? Thomas, you talking about me?
Ever?